depression is very common with tinnitus because we allow ourselves to get overwhelmed with too much change. I always think of depression as too much to process. Maybe moved house, or something's going on in the family dynamics, or there's been some really difficult news to deal with, or we've been under a lot of stress at work. Quite quickly, if these things build up, we can get into an overwhelmed situation and we get overloaded and we start to freeze and our mind catastrophizes and we become hyper vigilant and we feel anxious and nervous. And when it gets too much, the whole system shuts down. The body can feel very, very heavy and buzzy, and symptoms such as tinnitus can really kick off. So if you've been through a period of great stress, please, for goodness sake, be kind to yourself. Just acknowledge that you've gone through a lot of change and get some support around you. Psychotherapy can be incredibly helpful for unpacking things and releasing things. And try not to give yourself a hard time. I have a lot of clients who become depressed because things have built up too much. And then they start being really tough on themselves because their symptoms are flaring up. Generally, when this happens, it's incredibly important to have downtime, put your feet up, take the pressure off, take holidays, factor into your weekly life some very serious downtime where you don't have to deal with other people, where you have space from the family, and you take some of the pressure off. So this is when you would go and float in the swimming pool, do some meditation, put your feet up and stare out of the window and just turn the phone off and don't deal with anybody or anything. It's incredibly important to have this space in your emotional, mental, energetic, body-based life that we all have. You know, look at cats and the way they live. They really know how to recharge and rest and find that nice pool of sunlight and curl up into a ball and just switch off into. We need exactly the same thing. So if you have been through too much and you're overloaded, you're going to seriously need to create some downtime for you. You're going to have to put yourself first. It's not being selfish. Putting yourself first and looking after yourself is going to make you better, and this is going to be of benefit to your family and your relationships. The better you are and the better you feel in yourself, that's good for everyone. So a lot of tinnitus people can be very dynamic people, looking after a lot of other people, doing a lot, probably a little bit too much for other people. And so coming back to yourself and bringing things back into balance where you can switch off and have regular downtime, lots of holidays, lots of space, lots of time to contemplate, digest and process the things you've been through, and least of all giving yourself a hard time. Really look after yourself, be kind to yourself, don't give yourself a hard time like most of us do. Then this is going to help your whole nervous system free up, relax, come out of that up and out fight or flighty reactive state which tinnitus loves, and come back into an in and down body based sense of just freeing up, easing up, letting go, not having to listen to anyone, not having to tend to anyone, not having to deal with other people for serious chunks of time in your weekly lifestyle. This is incredibly helpful for easing depression, feeling calmer, feeling more spacious, and allowing things to open up and reconnect again and feel safe again.